All right. Welcome back to Retirement Unplugged when we get to talk about me. That's my favorite thing. That's my favorite thing is talking about me, right?
That's the best way, or the best way you could have introduced this. You should say that every time because it always is about you.
You know, it should always be about me.
No, I'm talking about life in general is about you.
Oh, my bad. And the way you said that is like because you are the best.
Yeah, you think you are.
Well, that's what you said. I'm just going with what you said, girl.
You are.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about a little bit about we'll talk a little bit about what a busy week I've had. Man, I'm gonna tell you, it's been nice. We finally had some nice weather.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So some good weather means you can get some good things done, right?
That's right.
Or
Like,
get crap done.
or not do anything.
Yeah.
Good weather means we don't do anything.
Oh, yeah, exactly. We had some great weather, so what'd we do? We loaded up, and went to the lake
That's right.
because that's what we do. Now I have more time to do that.
I know, thank goodness.
No, I mean it's like now I have to wait and see what your schedule's going to be,
That's right.
and that's kind of a turn of events, isn't it?
I like it though.
Yeah, me too. Me too, because now I can tell you what to my heart, girl. Let's go. You know what I mean?
That doesn't get me going.
No, it does, but really, man, we've got to, what are we, 2 weeks into the summer?
Right.
And we've spent some time down there.
Yeah, we've already spent, I don't know, 16 days.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea.
Yeah. That's usually the amount of time we spend all summer. Yeah, because if you think about it, you worked, so we would only, and I worked. So, like, the only time we'd get to go would be Friday and Saturday and come back on, we'd get down there Friday night, spend Saturday, and then come back on Sunday.
I guess.
So, I mean, you got 2 days.
How many summers are in a lifetime?
I don't know. It depends on how long you live.
Yeah, no, no, really think
I
about it.
know.
Okay, say you live till 80.
This is my 53rd summer.
Yeah, but think about part of those summers you were a child, so you don't really.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm talking about as an adult.
Right.
How many summers do you really get? Hey, when you think about it, it's short.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Yeah, I'm being serious.
Well, especially for people that work through the summer. I'm fortunate. I get to choose whether or not I work through the summer.
Yeah, but I mean, everybody still gets a summer. That's not what I'm getting at. All I'm getting at is, I mean, if you really think about it, dude, there's there's not enough summers.
Okay.
Does that make any sense at all?
Yeah, but some people don't get a summer though. They're working. So nobody they don't understand that it's not like a summer break. It's just
Whatever, whatever. All I was pointing out was life short
life is very
and
short.
summers are short,
Hmm.
so make the best of them. But anyhow, we got to spend a lot of time so far. Hey, look here. We've been talking about selling the joint, right?
Yeah.
And we had a couple that called or messaged us and said, "Hey, we want to take a look at it." Okay, it's one thing to post it for sale,
Whew.
right?
Yeah.
And then it's another thing for somebody to show up and go, "Hey, I'm gonna look at it."
I got defensive.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they beat us there that day, and we pulled up. They were already kind of walking around looking at things. He came in by boat.
Yeah, and she drove in after work, and when I saw him standing there, I was like, hold up, this is ours. What are you doing? Why are you walking around looking at our stuff?
It got real, didn't it?
It did, and
Got real quick.
I did not like it at all.
Yeah, so what's funny is they were there kind of a little bit before us, 10 minutes, I think,
Mm-hmm.
and was talking to our neighbor, and then they were kind of like, yeah, I'm not sure if we're interested. We'd kind of really wait till the fall, blah, 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 whatever. And the moment, I'm talking about the moment they walked off, she goes, I'm taking it down. It's not for sale. I was like, wow. I mean, okay. She said, that hurt my feelings.
That's right.
She said, I got defensive. She broke down in fight mode.
Yeah, I was like, and I even told the woman, I said, I said, if y'all don't get it right now, I said, I'm taking it off the market.
Yeah.
And she said, well, just hold on to it until this fall. And I was like, no. I said, no, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Because when we sold the tiny home, we knew we were going somewhere else. You know, we knew there was something, another option we were going to, and we already had that in place. This, we didn't have anything in place yet. It's, you know, it's not like we're selling this to go to something else, where as before we did. So that's the reason I was like, hold on just a minute. Step back.
Oh, Mama Bear Claus.
That's right.
Yeah, so, I mean, which we'd already, I mean, anyways.
Yeah.
So we had somebody interested. The mom over here backed out.
That's right.
She got scared, got nervous, crawfished, all that good stuff.
That's right.
I mean, dude, she was on Book of Faces quick.
Marketplace off. Delete. No, I deleted the listing.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I deleted it.
Sold or something.
I deleted it.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So I guess whatever. We'll play it by ear. Maybe we'll sell it. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll, I don't know. Who knows? Right?
That's
We'll
right.
continue to go down there and enjoy it until we can. How about that?
That's our happy place. So, yeah.
I'm telling you, I am so relaxed when we're down there. It's one of those things now where I don't really want to come home.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's crazy how that is. I mean, the other day, dude, I mowed and weed eated and stuff I don't have to do, but I like for it to look nice.
Twice. Twice.
You know, the trees that drop some leaves, I can stand that.
Yeah.
So, man, I cleaned her up, mowed around her, or excuse me, weed eated around the stones and stuff, you know, the pathway out to the dock. Dude, it looked like new money.
Yeah. It looked great.
Yeah. And I said, you know, I often make this joke, you know, how retired people, after they mow the yard, they just kind of stand there and look at the yard for a little while, just stand and stare. That's what I did.
Yeah.
You know, with my hands on my hips. It's almost like, you know, the tool man too.
Mm-hmm. So.
You know, but anyway, so yeah, we enjoy it. We enjoy it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna head back down soon.
That's right.
When I say soon, I'm talking about there. And we just got back yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be gone soon.
That's right.
But anyways, well, you know, we've been busy doing that. Had some great weather. I'm talking about. I mean, they were calling for a little bit of rain, but we never got it.
No.
I mean, we were out on the water every day.
Every day.
Dude, it was nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about nice. Didn't even put the top up on the boat.
Right.
You know what I mean? Catching some rays,
Mm-hmm.
hanging out. It's very relaxing.
It is.
So, and our neighbors were there.
Mm-hmm.
They've been there the whole time we were there.
That's
That
right.
time.
Mm-hmm.
It was great to hang out with them. Had a fire a couple nights. It was cool enough. Man, dude, it got down like 58 degrees.
Yeah.
One night.
It did. It was nice.
Yeah. So we had a fire a couple nights, you know, all that good stuff, but some good times. But what else we have going on, man? You have a few doctor's appointments to take care of. Not
Yeah.
mine. Not mine, but yours.
Well, I try to stay on top of things.
Yeah, that's what you say, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you, you always talk about me, or not always, but you have talked bad about me being old, retired, and you're the one doctor.
I know, but I'm being prevented, you know, with these things. You don't go unless something happens, but I like to go to keep from things happening.
It took you like 2 minutes to get that sentence out.
Sorry.
You know what I mean? Whatever.
So why are you getting on me?
Yes, cuz you can joke about me, you're gonna have to go to the doctor and blah blah blah. You're old, you're gonna have to go to the doctor, and then that's what I'm talking about.
We'll see who lives longer.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. Yeah, you're right, your bloodline lives, that's for sure.
Amen.
Mine was like 98.
She does not.
No, I'm kidding. She's 80, right?
Patricia, she's 83. I mean, she's 80. I'm sorry. Daddy was 83. Yeah. Sorry. Sorry, Granny. No, she's 80.
She gets around good.
She gets around great.
She still got that dancing leg. She's right. So maybe we'll live to be the same, right?
I know I will.
You
No,
probably
I'm
will.
professing it.
You know why that is? And
Why?
I just thought of this.
Why?
I'm allowing you to live a stress-free.
Oh, touche.
I mean, I just thought of that. You should be thinking,
Lies.
you should be thinking that maybe even pay me for it. I don't know.
You are my stressor.
I
That
mean,
you,
what's life worth to you?
You're my only stressor.
You're getting sidetracked. Getting sidetracked. So, but yeah, we've had some good times this summer. We came home, dude. I had to get this lawn mowed, this my weed patch,
Mm-hmm.
get it mowed and taken care of, looking good, all that good stuff. Got some other things done, other things knocked out while we've been home. But yeah, it's been great.
Yeah. I worked in my classroom,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
getting everything sorted and for the other teacher to come in there. So she started painting last week and trying to get it all ready for her decorations.
Well, you know what that means, right?
Yeah, we got to move
Oh
again.
my gosh. If y'all knew how much junk she has as a teacher in a classroom,
It's not junk.
well, it is to me.
It's the necessities.
That's what you say. But when I'm picking up in boxes and in bins and putting it on that trailer, it's junk to me. I mean it. It's nice. It's nice junk.
It is very nice junk. And it's stuff that I need to function
Whatever.
as a teacher.
Okay. But anyways, needless to say, old Thaddeus has got to move every bit of it.
I sure am glad you work out every day.
I don't want to hear it. Man, I'm hoping this is the last time.
Yeah, at least 2 or 3
Are you
years.
at this school?
5.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's okay. That's not too bad. Every 5 years, I move a truckload of mess. But hey, somebody's got to do it. Might as well be me.
I'd rather it be you.
Hey, I actually do kind of like I just move it and throw it in the classroom, and then you just sort it all out.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Right.
Yeah.
We're a good team.
Uh,
As I say once again.
yep. Team. There's no I in team.
Yeah, you should remember that. I
I'm just kidding. I don't mind helping you out, girl. I'm retired, man. I can do anything.
was supposed to say you've got plenty of time.
Don't say that because I'm here to tell you.
We don't.
It's almost like where does the time go?
I know.
You know, it's fun, and I don't even understand it, but it's funny that it's like I need a day off from the day off. Does that even make sense?
Because you're tired. And then it's like you need a vacation from the vacation.
Did I just say that?
Exactly.
But yeah, it's like, man, I just go and go and go.
I know, just like today.
Yeah,
You're worn out.
man, I was kidding. I came home and fell down on the couch. I'm like, I need a day off. Yeah, today was a busy day. I mean, we'll talk about that another time, but it was a busy day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, what else did we do this week?
I mean, honestly, that is about it because I mean, we had the opportunity to go and stay down there for so long,
Yeah.
and then we came back for a day or two, and then we went back, and now we're about to do the same thing because I start summer school next week, so we're trying to get in as many days as we can before summer school
Yeah.
starts.
So she starts summer school, and that means you're what, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday time frame, and then we're gone, maybe.
Right?
As
Maybe.
long as the
Yeah.
weather holds out.
Right.
Yeah. So, and that gives me time to get caught up on some things around here. So I'm not so far behind.
Right.
Because you seen when I moved my tractor and trailer today,
Yeah.
how tall was that grass?
It's up to my knees,
Oh boy, that's not saying a whole lot,
but that's a lot.
is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, how tall do you think the grass was?
Well, you're 4'7".
I am not.
Close.
I'm 5'3".
Oh my gosh. Anyways, whatever. Anyways, that's funny because just a month ago you told me it's 5'5".
Lie. I did not.
Okay. But anyways, but yeah. So man's just staying on top of this yard because it's getting where, all the rain that we've been getting, it's like boom, boom.
Yeah.
It's growing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been staying on top of that or trying to. I've been, a little bit behind, but so not much going on as far as other than just enjoying it right now.
Yeah.
Retirement life is great.
Yeah. And you got a couple jobs that you set up.
Yep. Got a couple jobs, and I still got something else I hadn't talked about. I'm not going to talk about yet.
Oh, even a surprise to me.
Oh my God. You know all about it.
I really don't.
What?
What are you talking about?
What's going on? You know what it is. Something important that I can't share right now, but I will. I'll share it when the time is right, which
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
it's like she just woke up.
Well, we have so many little things going on. I'm like, okay, wait, you know,
Oh yeah.
yeah, maybe next week we can share that one.
Yeah, no, I hope so. I got to get a couple things in order before I share that.
Yeah.
You
But
know,
we could share the idea.
yeah. I'm not this week though.
Right,
Maybe
right,
I might share the idea next week. Maybe
right.
it's something that I'm working on that I've been interested in doing.
Hmm.
I think it'll be. I mean, I do think it's pretty cool.
I think it's gonna be great.
Yeah. If everything works out right, I think it's going to be great.
Yeah.
I know people right now are going to watch this and go, "What the heck they talk about?"
It's suspenseful. You have to tune in.
Yeah, that's what I was going to
Uh-huh.
say. Tune in next week.
Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but just staying busy, man. Just staying busy. And this week I've got some things done. We'll talk about them next week. Can't give it all in one day.
No.
What else did we have going on this week? I mean, good times, fires, mowing, lake, good weather, hanging out with friends.
Doctors.
Yeah. Somebody going to the doctor, not me, but somebody. Who else? Family's doing good.
Yeah.
Kids are good.
That's all right.
So, hey, man, what more can you ask for, right?
Yeah.
So some things coming up this week that we'll talk about that, I've already gotten done that we've talked about doing that we're thinking about doing. So anyhow, all good stuff.
That's right.
What else?
I think that's about
Oh
it.
my God.
I'm serious.
Notice you never have any information. You're just like,
I'm along for the ride.
yeah. It's like Batman and Robin. You just sit over and just look around.
Well, you always just tell me to stay in the truck.
Well, I do. I do tell you that. Stay in the truck, girl. Jeez. Before you mess something up.
or you say, just stop. Just stop.
Before that, puts me to work, gives me something else to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah. This week's just been a great week of relaxing for the summer.
Yeah.
Before you get started, I don't get started.
Yeah. Well, and I'm taking a class right now. So that's been a lot. I'm taking a law class.
Why are you taking a law class?
I just am
You
just,
become a lawyer?
yeah, maybe. No, never. No, it's just the educational law class.
We've already got one high profile lawyer in the family.
Hey, I could be a second.
He needs a secretary. Probably. No, I'm just kidding. Not a secretary.
An assistant.
Yep. Anna's about done with right?
Yeah, she'll be through with her nurse practitioner license, and she'll graduate in August.
Graduate in August. So
Mhm,
that's
she'll
good.
graduate.
Still working on
Mhm.
that.
She's been busy.
Yep. Kids are doing great. Ethan sold out his concrete pumping business. Sold that out. He's
Yeah.
already looking at flipping a house.
Yeah.
And purchasing mode. Found one, bid on it, won it, purchasing mode. So he, I don't know what he's going to do just yet. We'll see. Everybody else is just trucking along, man.
Yeah. Zane's in school. Zane started school last week.
Yeah.
So,
Talked to Landon earlier, man. He told me just got his yard mowed and he was out setting up a golf net. His golf.
there you go.
He'll polish up his golf game.
He's good at golf.
A lot better than I am.
Yeah. Every time you've played with him, like you talk about how great he is at golf.
Yeah. Well, you know what? When we're on the cart together,
Yeah.
yeah, he's better than I am. So what else can I say? I mean, right?
I know.
But it's getting more that time of the year I don't like to play.
Too hot.
It's too hot.
Yeah.
That's what he said today. He played today. It was too hot.
Hmm.
So, but he said he's been playing well.
Yeah.
So maybe I need to polish up before I go to that tournament and play with them.
Yeah.
So he don't show me up. You reckon?
I think he's still going to show you
I
up.
do too. But that's okay.
That's right.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I just go for the fun of it.
Yeah.
So anyhow, that's about all we got going on this week. I mean, just good times.
Yeah. It's relaxing, enjoying.
Yeah, that's what summer's all about, is having some good times, right?
Yeah.
So anyways, I don't know of anything else that's happening or anything else that's worth talking about really, other than here in the next couple of weeks, we'll really have something to talk about. I feel like,
Yeah.
a few good things coming up. So
Well, and we've got Father's Day coming up
when's
and in a couple weeks.
that? Is it really?
Yeah, it's the 15th.
When's Mother's Day?
It was in May.
Oh, that's
But yeah, Hannah's supposed to be coming down.
Yep, yep. Says she was.
And and then this weekend they're having the poker run at the lake.
Yeah,
I don't know if we'll do it though.
I don't want to. I'm
So it's a lot of work.
I'm putting down my foot.
You know, I thought that maybe we should host it one year, like be one of the sites, because where we are, that's a really easy place to get in and out of. Like boats could line up and just make the loop and come around. And so we could be a host and hand out a card to the people.
Let me think for a second. No.
I would do it. Well, you wouldn't have to do it. I would do it.
Yeah, it's like handing out Halloween.
Oh, I know. And I love it.
Oh my God.
So that would be right up my alley.
Did you see how excited she just got over some candy?
I love Halloween candy.
Oh my
I
God.
love giving it out to the kids.
Okay. Well, I'll sit up on the porch while you do that.
That sounds good.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll get off here. As you can see, we're not super exciting people. Right? We're not super exciting people. I mean, we like to have a good time. We like to, go to the lake a little bit. We like to hang out a little bit, relax a lot, get a few things done.
Yeah.
What more can you ask for?
Well, and I want to say this. I don't know if you noticed on one of our comments about our or your podcast, and I'm sorry, make that correction. Thad's podcast.
Correct it.
This is his idea, but Metz, one of my friends that I teach with, she made a comment about how we are a good team because you're a very good storyteller, and I'm a good listener.
I'm a good storyteller.
Yeah, that's what she said. Because you always have a story to tell.
Yeah, I didn't have anything good to tell this time. I love telling stories about my dad. Man, he was just a funny person.
Yeah.
Uh, and I couldn't think of anything good that fit into this week. But I do like telling stories about him because he's such a funny guy.
Well, I love that. And I love listening to you tell me stories about you doing things and growing up because I feel so sheltered when it comes to listening to your stories. It's like you're so, I mean, it's amazing. Yeah.
I think you're about to say something else, but we won't allow you to say that.
And I won't go there.
Yeah, so I was a little bit on the wilder side when I was young, barely.
Just a tad.
Not a whole lot, typical small town run around, act a fool kind of stuff. My brothers could probably relate to, but they probably won't talk about it either.
Mark might.
But there are plenty of good stories out there. I didn't realize I was a good storyteller.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. I do wish I had a good story about Dad in this moment, but I don't.
Right.
And there's a lot. Between him and my Uncle Doc, they were twins, right? I mean, so, man, between those two guys, it was never ending.
Yeah.
Riding in the truck with them, Dad smoking, Doc having him a cold one, them two arguing back and forth about rolling the window down. And I mean, it's just so funny. I remember it like it was yesterday because back then it was a regular cab truck and I'm in the middle.
Right.
And it was just like those guys were hilarious, man. And they're typical brothers, typical twins arguing.
Right.
But it was just funny about what they argue about. It was just crazy, man.
Well, that's like I told you that time that I rode around with him all day while y'all were hunting.
Dad.
Yes. And I had the worst migraine I've ever had in my life because he smoked so much and he didn't roll down the window. And I'm like,
I mean, that's Dad didn't care who was in the truck.
And it wasn't like he was doing it on purpose to me. It wasn't like I'm gonna smoke her out. It was like this is just something that I do. I'm not thinking about what it might be doing to her.
No, you just said it. He's not thinking. Let me tell you, we were in a restaurant one time, and when it came to smoking, Dad didn't care who was around. We ate lunch, and then he lit up a cigarette. And I looked over, and there was a woman, two women sitting there, and one of them had a brand new baby, right, in a little carrier. When I said, "Hey, man, put that cigarette out. There's a brand new baby over there." He looked around. He said, "Bill, should have brought the baby in here." I'm like, are you kidding me, dude? Put the cigarette out.
Yeah.
He wouldn't do it.
Right.
He didn't care.
I know.
Maybe he wanted a cigarette. I don't know, but he just that's the way he rolled, man.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, that's the way he
It
was.
was his world and everybody's just living in it.
That's 100% true.
So that's where you get it from.
What do you mean? I don't smoke.
I'm talking about the comment.
Maybe. You know, I did say that last week that we all have a little bit of our parents in us, don't we?
You did say that.
Yeah, we all do. I mean, and my brothers and my sister, they're all the same too. They got some, I know they do. I see some of their mannerisms. They may not see it, but I do.
Cookie.
I don't know. It happens.
Yeah.
But Dad sees crazy. He's something else.
Yeah.
Lots of good stuff. My mother too. My mother was, she was funny as well, or my mom was really good at, you know how I like to build stuff and, I like to, I'm not great at it, but I could piece some stuff together and make it look okay, right?
She was crafty.
Man, she was, man.
Yeah.
She was. I had to borrow her car one time when I was in college. Dude, I got in there. The floorboard looked like an ashtray. But I looked in the back seat. There's like a saw, some wood, paint. I mean, she carried around like she was ready to work on something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Very artistic.
Yeah. She was very good at that stuff. Like you said just a second ago, she's very crafty, so she could make some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that woman could make clothes. She could sew curtains. She could all the old school stuff,
Right.
like the ladies back in the day had to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Make our costumes for whatever Kurt was into, whatever dance song he was into.
Ooh.
Not me, of course. But whatever he was into, he should make him some little outfits.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding, Kurt. But
You're in trouble.
I get something. He knows. And I wish I could remember the play, but I think all three of us were in it, and all three of us had a costume. It seems like I can't remember for sure. Maybe it was just Mark and Kurt, not me, but I don't know.
Leslie wasn't in it.
I don't think so. But she can do all that stuff, man.
Right.
Talent. The people of today can't do it.
Well, and that's what I heard the other day. They were talking about, kids today aren't, when they become adults, they're not going to know how to mend a sock, sew a button on, just do typical little things, because they don't have to do that. They're not taught how to do that.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I mean, exactly. So,
I mean, I know that I've never taught Anna how to sew a button on anything
you know why?
because I did it for
You asked
her.
me to do it.
No,
Yeah.
because I did it for her and I didn't teach her to do it.
Because you asked me to do it.
So,
But no, you're exactly right. I love seeing some of those little funny jokes or memes, whatever. I don't know what you call that stuff, but like this one guy said, back when I was 16, I was still in Dad's car and, at midnight running around with my buddies. My 16-year-old asked me to turn on the porch light and watch him take out the trash.
exactly.
You know what I mean? That's
Oh, that is so true.
I'm not saying it's 100% true, but it sure it feels that way.
Oh yeah, me and Val were sneaking out of the house. I mean, before we were driving,
Yeah.
we were sneaking out of the house. I mean,
No, that's something I never did. Never would do it.
oh,
I have to.
well, that's what I'm saying is we wouldn't sneak out. We would just leave and just walk down the road. That's our sneaking out. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't leave and go somewhere. We would just walk out.
See, I didn't sneak out.
Mm-hmm.
I snuck in.
Ooh.
You know the difference?
Yeah, I do know the difference.
Yeah, exactly.
You didn't come home.
Yeah, exactly. Dad be up smoking that cigarette.
Or you're doing with the lights off sitting in the chair.
He has.
That's creepy.
Or I would think that I snuck in,
Uh-huh.
and then I'd hear that, or excuse me, I could smell that cigarette coming down the hall. I knew right then.
You're in trouble.
No, I'd play like I was asleep. And I could feel him standing in the doorway with that cigarette. I could hear
Oh
it.
my gosh.
I'd play like I was asleep. Three Stooges would be on, you know what I'm saying? And he'd stand there for a minute. I'm smelling that cigarette, and then he'd leave. I hear him walking back down the hallway. Oh, man. He probably knew I wasn't asleep. Man,
He had already checked your room 3 or 4 times before you. Yeah, I mean, that's how he knew.
Probably. But fun times.
Yeah.
Fun times. But yeah, anyways, we'll get off of that. All right. Until next time, we'll talk more next week on some of the good things that I did, which I did some things this week. We
Yeah,
did some things this week, right?
that's right.
And we'll talk about that on the next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll have some good stories about my brothers. Not about me, but maybe about somebody else. My sister, my brothers, kids, anything but me. You know what I'm saying?
You like talking about yourself.
No, I don't. Because then my siblings find out stuff.
That's right.
Yeah. I told my sister, said, hey, you need to have some guests on. I said, come on down here. I said, I don't mind talking about you in front of you.
Oh, I can only imagine the two of y'all getting together.
Oh yeah, she wouldn't stand a chance.
She might tell some stuff that you wouldn't tell.
That's very possible.
Leslie, you'll have to fill me in.
That's very, very possible. So until next week.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, subscribe.
Oh yeah. And check me out on TikTok. Right?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, check me out on TikTok, man. I'm hitting it big. I'm infamous. Infamous.
He's trying to become an influencer, so yeah.
What would I be influencing? Old people?
Oh, it doesn't matter. You just need 1,000 followers and you become an influencer.
That's not true.
Start making that cash, baby.
That's not true.
That is.
10,000.
No, it's
I
1,000.
don't think so. But anyways, like, subscribe.
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Anakin's giving the thumbs up, the thumbs down. What she does best, hitchhiking. But we'll see you next week with some other good stuff on the retirement life. And hope everybody has a great week, good weekend, all that good stuff.
Toodles.
Peace out.